Hi, this is Amy, and I am going to do another tag video. This one is the cloth pad empowerment tag, and I saw this from Nicole Smith on YouTube. So I will link her down below if you want to take a look at that. And her video, I'm going to look off to the side here a little bit just as I look at the questions. I'll also link those down below for you too at the end. So question number one, how did you find out about cloth? So it was sort of by accident. I have a friend who has a cloth diaper business, and so I was watching some YouTube videos just sort of randomly one time, decided to search her and watch a few of her reviews, and I came across a reviewer I liked. I was watching some of their other videos, and then they did a cloth pad review, and I was like, what is that? And so I messaged my friend and said, hey, have you heard of these? They look really pretty cool. And she said, yeah, I have a few random samples in stock. Let me send you a couple. She did. She sent me three. They're kind of like these generic no names. They're 9-inch PUL backed with charcoal bamboo centers. So there's one of them. Here's another one. And I had a third one. I actually gave it to my mom because she uses them now too. Anyway, I loved them and said, I have to have more of these. I watched a ton more YouTube videos, and the rest is history, right? Once you start, I fell in love. So I had three. I used all three that first cycle, and then I just went crazy and bought enough within the next month so that I had enough for the entire month, plus a cup, maybe two. Yeah, I actually bought 2 cups at first, so I really got myself prepped right away. I started and I've never looked back after that. Let's see, question number 2. How has your life changed? I have I would say I have 0 cramping now. Not that I ever had severe cramping before, but I have nothing now. It's fantastic. Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah. But I spend a lot more money. I've never been a collector of anything, and I collect pads now. I'm at 70 plus in about a year and a half, and have gone through probably about 10 cups now. I think I have 5 currently. So, yeah. And I have more pads on the way, by the way. And I'm always still looking at other cups, and yes, I should stop. I certainly don't need to continue to buy, but I do. Yeah. Let's see. Are you more comfortable with your body and your period? So, I was always really comfortable with my period, I have to say. I grew up with it being a normal part of life. So I can't say that I'm necessarily more comfortable. Yeah, it was never a concern for me in that respect. I've always been open about it with significant others. My boyfriend has no problem with it now. I even go, look, isn't this a cute pad? I actually just said that to him yesterday. He was like, you're crazy. But he's like, why do you care? It doesn't, nobody else is going to see it, But anyway, he has no problems with it. Let's see, question 3. Oh, that was question 3, sorry. Question 4, does your body feel healthier? Absolutely, and that's why I switched to cloth. Like I said, once I saw that one first video, and then I started researching and found out about all the chemicals, it really threw me. I had never thought about all the chemicals that they put in disposables, and I was a huge tampon user. I wore pads in the evenings occasionally to, quote, give my body a break, but because I knew the flow, it was good to let it out. But I was a tampon user and I was a tampon abuser, meaning I would wear them for 8 hours or more sometimes. I was really bad. Thank God I never got sick or anything from that. Yeah, so what was my point? Oh, do I feel healthier? Sorry. Yes, so I am so glad I don't have all those chemicals in my body anymore. I quit eating meat a really long time ago when I was a teen because I heard of all the chemicals and antibiotics and everything else that they give animals to bulk them up. And I was repulsed by that. I thought, I don't want all those chemicals in my body. So I've always been really strong about that. I don't use hormonal birth control. I don't believe that that's, again, healthy for my body. I have in the past, but I haven't for many years now. And I make those decisions based on health. Now, do I believe in animal rights? Absolutely, all those sorts of things. But it wasn't my first priority. My first thoughts were about my own personal health. And then I look at the side effects, such as, with disposables now, the recycling and all that kind of thing, of course, I see as a great positive as well. Boy, that was a rambly answer. I'm so sorry. Question 5. Would you want your children to use cloth pads? Do your children use cloth pads? So no, I have no children. If you've watched any of my other videos, my boyfriend and I are still TTCing. Nothing to report there. It's a sad story, so I'm not making videos. If I had any children, though, of course, I would want them to be the most healthy, and I think using cloth is the way to go. Question 7. Do you have a medical reason you switched over? And if so, has it helped? So no, I didn't have a medical reason. I'm surprised I didn't, given my abuse. And also, I'm actually quite sensitive, and my skin is quite sensitive. So I'm really surprised I didn't have any kind of reactions to all of those chemicals and things like that, because I certainly do to detergents. I have to use detergent free. I have to line dry everything, because any hint of a scent or any chemicals anywhere just drives my private parts crazy. Question 8. What do you think of cloth? Obviously, I think it's awesome. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, you don't end up with 70 plus pads if you don't think they are just the best thing ever. And I readily take the opportunity to tell people to give them a try. I actually just this week was telling a colleague, after she was explaining how horrible her cramping is and her symptoms are. And I think I'm probably going to take her a few just to say, here, give it a try. So, yes, love them. Number 9, what's one thing you would change in the cloth pad world? I would love to see them sold regularly. I would love, when I say that regularly, I mean out in the public, but even more so than that, I guess, before that happens, because it's sort of like, yeah, they're all over Etsy and all over Facebook and everything like that, but I would take away the FDA regulation. That's what I think needs to go away. They are not a medical device. Having my period is not a medical condition that requires me to get the government approval for what I'm going to use to take care of that. So anyway, yeah, that is my rant. Short one. I don't believe that the government should be involved in that. So that's what I would take away, and if that was gone, then I think a lot more people would be selling them than they are, and I think it would just make it a lot easier to kind of spread the word and get more women healthy. Okay, I think that's it. Yep, question 9. So thank you, Nicole Smith. I really appreciate you posting this and all the questions. It makes it easy to do. If you do this tag, I would love to see it. So, tag me so I see it. All right, thanks. Have a great night.